G'day guys and gals, NL-8. This one is fairly straightforward. It does have, I suppose you could call it a boss, the last Kheshig. As you can see, cast Coalescing Fear on all operators, no visibility behind them, dealing physical damage once, deals quite a big hunk of damage, so we want to kind of try and avoid that. Now, this is fairly straightforward, as I said. The way I'm doing it, I have a couple of sort of niche operators, I suppose. Courier and Scavenger are our two vanguards, so two standard vanguards, an AoE guard, so I've got a Stell. My Stell's using skill 1. I find skill 2 to be a pain in the neck. A healing defender, I find helps a heck of a lot in this, just for topping people up. Suzuro is another one. You can use skill 1 or skill 2. It doesn't matter, whatever you're comfortable with. Gavial, just skill 1. Armia, I've brought along with skill 2. Kitano, skill 2. Haze is kind of sort of a backup, but she's coming along with skill 2. Jay, skill 2. And I will also, just for the heck of it, I'll bring along a fast redeploy because I feel like that's probably going to make my life just a little bit easier. So that's all we'll need. Nothing too special, as I said. Well, Jay is a bit special, but that aside, if this helps you out, guys, please leave a sub because that helps me out a bunch. Much like previous maps, this does require placement to be fairly spot on. So unfortunately, the edge of the map doesn't count as a light source, even if it should be in the light. So what we've got to do is deploy our operators really awkwardly. It's a pain in the neck, but has to be done. So 1, 2 for our vanguards. Skill us as soon as they're ready. And we'll pop in our first healer facing that way. Face. Now, I like using Gavial here because of her high survivability. Because sometimes I like to pull Scavenger out depending on how things are going, and Scavenger is the only thing keeping that tile behind her illuminated. So sometimes she gets hit. Armia in here facing down. That keeps her back to this light. And now healer in here, so Suzuro. Fast forward this while we work our way through here. And just waiting for the 30 deployment points. There they are. So Katana in here facing down. Four deployment points. So now we're just going to pop our little seal there. And our AoE guard there. Now, you can face your AoE guard towards Gavial, and that will actually help to keep Gavial in the light, but it's entirely up to you guys what you want to do. I like to try and keep Scavenger in there for as long as I can, so nah, it's whatever. Okay, Gummy in next, facing up. Try and get that enemy there so Courier is not tanking both of them, because that's just going to make life super hard for the poor Courier. After that, you don't really need to activate any of these lights, but as you can see, we are capped out. So this is where we need to start considering options. So I will be activating at least that light. I do like to activate this one, just to be on the safe side. This one is this one. I mean, you can activate it if you want, but I don't really see too much point in it. Alright, that aside, what we're going to do is we're going to pull Courier out and we're going to put our fast redeploy in here. And what that's going to do is that's going to bait a big cast, which should come hopefully soon, which it hasn't. So what we're going to have to do is pull that out and pop in J there. And here comes the big cast that I was hoping to bait and have failed at miserably. Suzuro's skill. We got to make sure that everybody's as topped up as we can get them. You may as well activate this last light. We have the deployment points to do it. Once the boss comes through here to Gummy, we're going to use Katano's skill. Last but not least, we have this enemy here. And all we're basically doing is just waiting for Jay to finish off this enemy. That's it. And then we're going to Yankee fast redeploy in here. And as soon as Katana's skill is expired, pull her out and replace with Haze. Suzuro's second use of the skill. Okay, so over here we're all done. Yank all these operators out. If for whatever reason Gravel dies, Curry is ready to be popped back in. Pop in J. Pull out your fast redeploy just in case you need her again. Fast forward. And pop off Haze's skill. And that finishes it off. Nice and simple. So there is a lot going on. RNG does seem to play a little bit of a deciding factor in how that actually goes as far as deployments, because obviously the last time I just did this, that didn't quite go that way. Katana didn't let any survivors get through, and I managed to bait that skill. So anyway, as you can see, there's plenty of options for picking up any leakers or sorting out anything that does go awry. So that's nice and simple. Hope that helps out, guys.